Emily, can you explain to me why I might be better off picking an elder law or special needs attorney versus a regular attorney or an estate planning attorney? Like, would be the difference between all of those?
Sure. Well, plenty of regular and estate planning attorneys can do a great job, and one of their jobs, and one of all of our jobs, is to issue spot things that we don't know, what we don't know. And so one of our biggest sources of work and collaboration is actually from other estate planning attorneys and other general attorneys who say, I recognize that this family has a unique concern or unique need. A lot of estate planning attorneys, good ones, can set up what's called as a third-party supplemental needs trust or a third-party trust. Of course, there are people who don't understand the rules and can get it wrong and can do bad things. But the downside to setting up that trust may be when questions get asked about how does this trust actually get administered. So a lot of the rules for Social Security and for Medicaid, long-term care, each trust needs to be administered in a way that's not going to disqualify that beneficiary. So, of course, the creation and funding is very important, but also the use of that trust. And so a lot of times, other estate planning attorneys and general counsel will refer to our office because they'll say, listen, I know enough to be dangerous, or I know enough to issue spot this, but at the end of the day, I recognize that your firm's going to be able to point out how can this trustee administer this trust, not only so it protects benefits, but it's also used in the best way for the beneficiary. And so I think it makes a really great team. So a lot of times we'll work together with other attorneys, but of course we're more than happy to work with families too who really want to understand how their loved one can be protected through the use of estate planning or other types of planning.
So is elder law, is that something where you get a special certificate or you do something extra, or it's just you've been in that side of the business for that long, or how does that work?
Sure. So with most areas of law, attorneys, especially in bigger cities, will specialize. Specialization is actually a different thing. So sometimes you can get certified by a certification board. In Arizona, you can also get certified by your state bar. So there are different levels of certification. You may find attorneys that have technically a specialty. Other people practice elder law. And so that's just somebody who's really taken the time and energy to study one area of law and help people in that area. And so members of different organizations like NALA, National Academy of Elder Law Attorneys, other special needs agencies and things across the country really demonstrates that this attorney has taken the time and energy to really focus on a certain area. So yes, there are specializations and there are also certificates, but in general, if somebody's holding themselves out as an elder law attorney, you want to make sure that they're involved on local and national organizations and they're familiar with the specific rules of the different agencies.
Fantastic, thank you.